Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corsten, and I'm joined always by Tristan Jung.
Is that your second name? Hello.
Yeah, first name joined, last name always. And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
Do any of you know who joined always is?
They're a player in this Mahjong match right now.
Oh, okay. Heads up, Tristan is stuck in a Mahjong match in Final Fantasy XIV, so he will be playing a Mahjong match while recording.
Someone get me out of here.
I expect him to uphold his wonderful quality commentary as we go through this. Is there a lot of, is there active? Do you have to be thinking a lot during Mahjong, or can you, play and talk? How does this go?
There's a hint system that just tells you what move to make next. So I'll just
So you
I'll
don't
just
even
use
need
that.
to play.
I don't even need to think.
You've been just following a hint button for, 20 minutes?
For the
30,
past...
40? How long have you been in it?
For the past 16 hours. 15 hours. I joined this game of Mahjong as soon as the patch came out, and here we are.
Here we are. Alright, guys, it's, we're back from holidays, right? Welcome back, everyone.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Hope all of the listeners and all of y'all had were able to get some relaxation over the holidays and sneak in some gaming, maybe here and there. Maybe a little, maybe a lot.
Maybe a little something from Santa Claus.
Maybe a little something from Santa Claus, or the Hanukkah thing, or...
From the dreidel clause?
From the
menorah clause?
From the menorah clause, But yeah, did you guys play any games over the break?
Yeah, so during the long break, I actually played a lot of Battlefield 5. Got to rank 50 and everything. It doesn't take too long.
Rank 50?
Yeah, it doesn't take any time at all in this game.
I thought you meant like rank 50 because there's only level 20 for the classes. I was like, whoa, he's breaking the game.
Yeah, sure. Levels, ranks, whatever. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of that. Did the Tides of War, I guess is what they're calling it. The campaigns where you gotta farm points to get to the end. Basically, this one was just do a lot of grand operations, and if you did it, you got the AGM-42 at the end, which turns out to be a pretty bad rifle in the game, but, not all guns.
Did you do the other weeks? Did you see the other weeks?
The previous weeks?
Yeah.
I hadn't actually been playing the game until Christmas break, really.
The VGO for the support is a pretty good gun.
Yeah, I heard it's a pretty decent MMG. I'm personally more of a fan of the MG42, but people seem to mow people down with the Vickers as well, so...
Indeed.
Must be decent.
Is that all? Azur Lane, I assume? That's a given, right?
Well, yeah, of course. That's
okay.
A constant. And I picked up Manhunt World, of course, on sale on Steam this past Christmas, so I finally got that for PC, so I'm hoping to delve into that. I don't know what weapon I'll do this time around.
Am I lame in that I just kind of want to use the same weapon? Because now I want to use a ranged weapon, but with a mouse and keyboard, because it'll feel like 50 times better.
Yeah, I was debating doing bow, because I imagine it's actually pretty fun with keyboard and mouse.
I've been playing hammer since, Manhunt 4, so...
But did you hammer in this game?
I did.
I thought you did dual blades or something.
I dual blade and hammer since Manhunt 4.
Oh, okay. Tried and true. Alright, Tristan, did you get anything over the break? Did you play any games? Or did you...
Yeah, I'm a man of video games. I was at home, back in Canada. I didn't bring my desktop with me, obviously, so my options were a little bit limited.
Mahjong and Solitaire.
Final Fantasy XIV was definitely not an option because I didn't realize I had to rebuy the game on Mac. So I didn't want to do that. So as I was writing the Lost Game Awards 2018, I realized that Balloons TD was a video game. So I played a lot of Balloons TD.
The new one came out, right? The new one came out. Balloons 5 or 6? I saw it on Steam during the sale.
6 came out a while ago, but
okay.
I bought it right when it came out. So I've been playing that a lot, and then I also bought Rocket League on my Switch, so I played a bunch of Rocket League.
That's all you got for the Switch? Wow.
Yeah, well...
You should have gotten Into the Breach.
Well, here's what happened. I turned on my Switch, and I was looking at all the games that were available, and I saw Fire Emblem Warriors, so I ended up playing about 15, 20 hours of that, and then I bought Rocket League.
Oh, okay. Any Smash Bros in there?
I did finish some challenges. I played a little bit of online.
Was it laggy?
It wasn't that bad. I played enough to get to get my review out. That's up. But I didn't play too much.
You just put 2 shameless plugs in the span of like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well,
you're like, while I was writing the Lost Game Awards. Oh, my review.
This entire podcast is just a shameless plug.
That's true. For Cup Ramen, actually, is the actual shameless plug.
But I did come back home, and I installed Mahjong World as well on PC, so I'm excited to...
Are we doing this? Is this happening?
Is this happening?
We might as well, unless we want to just do it all solo.
I don't have time, guys. You know all the games that are coming out in the next 2 or 3 months? Oh my goodness. Doesn't Resident Evil 2 Remake come out next week?
The end of this
end
month.
of the month.
Oh, so wait.
This week is Tales of Vesperia.
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, if this Mahjong match doesn't end, I think I'll just be here for the rest of my life.
Tristan's game of the year will be Mahjong, and his worst game of the year will be Mahjong, because it'll be the only game he ever played this year.
It's seriously still going on.
Alright, well, if Tristan is still playing Mahjong at the end of this podcast,
somebody call the police.
Somebody call the police?
How about you, Albert? Did you play anything?
I bought a lot of games. I always buy games at the Steam sale. And then, but now, I mainly go toward, I never buy a game that's more than $20 on the Steam sale. I only go for either older AAAs that are very heavily discounted, or I buy like the small indie games. So I picked up Sunset Overdrive, because that launched on PC. And then I picked up some smaller, like, indie strategy games. So I got one called, I think it's Grim Knights or Dark Knights or something like that. I forget the name, but it was interesting. And then I started playing RimWorld, and then that's all I played.
That's your PC Mahjong. Games.
That's my Mahjong. Mm-hmm. Except I can actually...
You can just quit whenever you want.
Yeah. And then I played a lot of Smash Bros. Oh, I played also, so Kingdom Hearts is coming out, right? Right, guys? What? Your favorite game. Hey.
I still can't believe those words can come out.
Alright. So, I hadn't played 2 of them, right? I hadn't played Dream Drop Distance HD, and I hadn't played Birth by Sleep yet. So, I went and I played Birth by Sleep, and it was kind of painful, because it's 3 characters, and each story is about 10 hours long. But every character you play, you start at level 0 again, so you pretty much have to play the whole game 3 times.
Content
so that was
right there.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of annoying. And then I went to go play Dream Drop Distance HD, and they have the system where you have to switch characters every 20 minutes, and each character starts... So you play... You know the main character, Sora and Riku?
Mm-hmm. I know Sora.
So there's a timer. Like, it's like 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't time it exactly. I don't know. I only played it for a couple hours. And then when it stops, you have to switch and play the other character. Like, they have a different storyline in the same world. But the world is the exact same. And there are enemies who can get, like, effects on you that make your timer count down faster, so you have to switch characters even faster. And after playing Birth by Sleep, I was like, man, I just want a Kingdom Hearts game where I can play one character for more than, like, 10 hours and just have to worry about like building item builds and skill builds on one character. So I quit because I didn't want to deal with that immediately. But then I played the 0.2 like preview game that you play Aqua and like the Unreal 4 engine, and the combat is super smooth. So looking forward to some Kingdom Hearts 3 action later this month. Anything else you guys Anything else noteworthy before we move on to the news? By the way, we have a game at the end of the show.
I like that.
Games are fun.
Is it a Mahjong game? Right now? Is it a Mahjong game?
Yeah, we're going to stay here and we're going to see how long we can play Mahjong.
All right, I'll boot up 14 right now. I'll get Tristan in.
All right. Maybe you'll finish your game before Tristan. Anyways, we're going to go on to news. We got to start off the year hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Hot off the presses.
Global warming, hot off the presses. So that can only mean one thing. And what is that, Tristan?
Have you heard of Fortnite?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
And what a great guess, because we got some news about, you know how Apple was all like, oh, they're the first $1 trillion company or whatever. That was a couple years ago, right? Well, now we got Epic Games coming out saying that they banked $3 billion of profit from Fortnite in 2018. And that's not revenue, that's profit. So $3 billion of profit. That's a lot of money, guys.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of V-Bucks.
I'm done. I don't, what do you do with this kind of money as a game dev studio? How do you spend $3 billion?
I don't know. They were already licensing out Unreal Engine. Now they got Fortnite to create even more revenue.
Yeah, is it profit. Like you just go into different ventures, like the Epic Games Store? Like you have so much money.
That seems to be what they're doing, is branching out into some other things. And I mean, I don't blame them.
I thought a couple episodes ago they announced like $100 million in prize pool funding for this year, right?
I think they did, yeah.
So just
but that doesn't even scratch the bucket. And I assume like they get sponsors for a lot of that prize money, right?
They don't even need sponsors at this point.
I mean, but they could. I mean, why not get sponsors, right?
Mm.
It's money in the bank.
I mean, at this point, maybe they should invest that money to make a better port on the Switch, because playing Fortnite on the Switch is a nightmare. Not that I would know.
It's a lot better. I've heard they've been patching it.
It's okay. It's playable.
Is it the frame rate? Is it the network? What is it? It's
definitely the frame rate and the draw distance. You can see like maybe 10 meters in front of you.
Here's the real question. Does Fortnite work better on mobile or on the Switch?
To be honest, it probably works better on the iPhone. I haven't tried it yet because the screen is too small. Yeah. But I would imagine it works much better on the iPhone.
Do you guys think that this was a huge year for Fortnite? Is this going to be its biggest year, or can you see it going bigger?
Did you watch Ninja at the New Year's thing?
I did. Oh no.
I heard whispers of it.
I mean, you can only go up from there, right?
Watch me floss, guys. Come on.
Come on, guys. Let's floss together. I think they have one more year to grow a little bit bigger. I'll give him 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. They'll at least have one more year, I think, of growth. And then I think everyone in the world will be playing Fortnite by that point, so they won't be able to grow anymore.
So they're like the Apple of market saturation, right? Where everyone has an iPhone, so it's hard to find new markets.
Precisely, except they won't get decreased sales in China.
Maybe they're just going to start being like Bethesda, where they're just going to start releasing Fortnite on like your toaster and stuff like that, so that everyone
Fortnite on your Alexa. Alexa, build wall.
You don't have any building materials.
Do you think they'll hastily make a new Fortnite that barely works?
Probably. Just all the loot boxes. That's the one thing I miss. Where are the loot boxes in Fortnite?
Wait, it doesn't have loot boxes?
No, it's got the...
Just Battle Pass?
Battle Pass, and then you can just buy stuff straight up.
Yeah, the V-Bucks. My nephews talk about V-Bucks all the time. I
love my V-Bucks.
They're hooked.
Are you really?
I just shake my head. Yes, they are absolutely hooked to Fortnite.
By the way, we ran a poll on our Twitter, and I forget what the results... I think the results were of the Battle Royale, of people who still play Battle Royale. It was the largest majority, I think it was about half, said they don't play... Okay, here we go, I found the poll. You know what? Actually, beep, 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 beep.
Oh God.
Tristan Jung, Twitter correspondent Tristan Jung.
We're paging Tristan
How
Jung.
goes the Mahjong epidemic?
Hello. It's Twitter correspondent Tristan Jung. I forget how to do the intro, but I'm here at twitter.com, stuck on the Mahjong board, but fortunately I do have the results of our poll. We asked, it's 2019, and fortunately, Battle Royale is still a thing. Which Battle Royale are you still playing? Leave a reply for game isn't an option. Also, I made a typo in playing.
play IMG. Play IMG.
And a whopping 60% of our followers said that they don't play Battle Royales. And then the first place after that was Fortnite, followed by Blackout and PUBG.
But you know, honestly, they were all within 6% of each other. So Fortnite was at 17%, Blackout 13%, PUBG 11%.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to ask me what's the top three, I would say it in that exact order: Fortnite, Blackout, and then PUBG. I'm going to say it right now, because what? Go ahead. What? I have a feeling Battlefield 5, its Battle Royale mode is going to do incredibly bad.
No, don't say that.
I think the game didn't sell enough that
they won't have enough players.
Well, I mean, they'll have enough players, but I don't think it'll last more than a year. You could say that about most Battlefield games in general.
RIP.
Yeah, admittedly, as fun as I find the base game of Battlefield 5, it definitely doesn't feel like it has that good of legs right now.
Yeah, it's weird, and I don't want to go too much off topic to talk about Battlefield 5, but I think a lot of people are saying, oh, you released an unfinished game, and it's like, yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, it's, would you rather have, like, Battlefield 1, which had, I don't know, like, I'm throwing a random number, but like, let's say 30% more content, right? It had a couple more maps, it had more guns, but after the first expansion came out, I think it was 9 months until the second one. So would you rather have that, or at least every month, you know, something's going on, something's coming out, right? Keep you coming back to the game. I don't know.
I just wish their patches weren't like 10 gigabytes.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that.
Maybe they're just trying to make us feel bad. They're like, hey, you asked it for free. I guess we can ask you for money.
They're like, those Americans with their data caps shall never be able... Yeah, that's my Swedish. They will never...
Well, they're already assaulting the data caps with the like 15 gig patches.
Exactly. That's what they're trying to hurt our right in the network.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving on. We're rolling into, you know, guys, beginning of the year. Nah, maybe not beginning. Midpoint through the year, maybe. We had some hope. Valve said they're going to get back into games. Obviously, we knew Artifact was coming. It ended outside of Steam's top 100 most played games after coming out late November. So this is in 1 month. It's already fallen out of the top 100. Easy question. When is this game gonna go free to play, guys? Or is it, I guess, if you don't think it is?
Before summer, I think it has to. I'm just baffled still that it was as hyped up of a release up until basically it released, and then it just instantly died in the water.
Are they gonna give us our $20 back?
Wait, you didn't even pay for it.
Oh, I feel like I deserve $20 for having to play through the tutorial that I kept losing.
I feel like Bethesda owes you $60 for having to play through Fallout 76.
They'll give you $5 if you buy the collector's edition.
I'll give my opinion on it. I was very hyped for Artifact after playing it at PAX. It was very good. And then the game came out. And then I played the tutorial. And then I kind of just got into this weird feeling where if I want to be good at this game right now, I have to drop at least $100. And I immediately was like, I don't really want to play this game anymore. I don't know what do you think of the monetary system, Alex?
I think it's a pretty crappy system, honestly. I don't know why they didn't just do like I know in Shadowverse, at least, you get some amount of gold coins. Not a whole lot per game played, but, you know, eventually you'll get gold coins and you buy packs with gold coins. Or you can spend money if you really feel like it. But, I don't know, I think that system needs to be in the game. just doesn't make sense to me. If you play the game a lot, you're not rewarded at all unless you can get streaks going in draft mode.
Yeah, personally, my experiences from Hearthstone have been, I would spend money on that game, and a new expansion would come out. I would buy I think it was $40 for like 25 packs or something like that, just to get, I don't know, maybe a majority of the new set's cards. Maybe not a majority, maybe like 60%, 50%, right? Depending on how lucky I get with the cards and how many dupes I get or whatever. But then from there, I would be able to play with the new cards for the most part, except for maybe some of the legendary cards. And I could still play and win games knowing that I could slowly use the gold I got from just winning to buy more packs from the expansion and slowly get new cards. While Artifact is like, hey, let's say you don't spend any money on this game, you're going to have the crap cards, or the starter cards, I won't call them crap cards, the starter cards, and you're not going to get any more. And if you keep losing because people have better cards than you, well, what's the only solution? Is to spend money. And you can't even try any new cards unless you spend money. That's sort of the kicker.
Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know if this is true of the final release, but is the draft mode still locked behind like tickets or something like that?
They've changed it around and things like that. I forgot what we had a story last month, based on the player feedback, how they were switching that up, how you could get like partial tickets and things like that or whatnot.
Right, that was just a bizarre system to me. I don't know why they're locking draft mode behind that.
I mean, the reason why they don't want it to go free to play, right, is because their whole vision of, hey, you can trade cards on the Steam marketplace like it's an actual trading card game. But I think the biggest downfall that Artifact was like, hey, let's be like a real trading card game, is the social aspect is just not there. Like, I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering as a kid, and you know, when you're playing against another human being in person, it's such a different experience than playing online. And just being able to like look at each other's decks and trade cards and things like that, that's something that Artifact tried to like replicate, right? And in some cases, you know, getting ripped off for deals or whatnot. But I don't know. Like, that feeling doesn't translate digitally for me. And the fact that, like, let's say you have a crappy deck playing a real game, or like Magic the Gathering in real life, right? You can try to find opponents like at your local card shop or whatever who don't have great decks. Versus Artifact, where it's, hey, everyone's trying hard to win as much as they can. There's not really a for fun game mode. So if you don't have the best deck, you're just going to always lose usually. Right? Mm-hmm. And although, you know, people hate to say it, let's be honest, in video games, for the most part, people would say that winning is equal to fun and losing is equal to not fun. And if you have to spend money to win, and if you don't spend money and you don't win, then the game is not fun. So that's kind of what it comes down to for me.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, you played the tutorial. I don't know if you played any card games as a kid, but what do you think of this?
I played a little bit of Pokemon TCG. And that's about it. I was really kind of scared of Artifact after I finished the tutorial. I was like trying to figure out what all these different modes meant. And I was like, I don't want to build a deck. And then basically I was like, okay, I don't want to build a deck. I don't want to buy a deck. So that probably means I'm just going to lose. So I just turned off the game.
I think you think of like gameplay loops, right? How you get players to keep playing your game. Mm-hmm. I think Artifact is fundamentally flawed in its complexity. And by that, I mean, you start the game, you play the couple tutorial matches, maybe you win or lose, whatnot, right? You're still not exactly sure on the mechanics of the game. And you paid money for this game already. So at that point, you maybe play a couple matches, let's say, right? And you lose, right? Mm-hmm. So now I just didn't have fun playing a game because I just got stomped, maybe. Do I want to invest money into a game I'm not having fun playing? And most people are like, no, right? I just lost a bunch of games, and sure, maybe if I got cards, I'll be better, but I'm not having fun. Your brain didn't associate the past 2 hours you played with Artifact as fun. So does it want to spend money on buying more cards? Probably not.
It's like, it's hard to even understand why you lost sometimes. And if the only option is to either keep playing with the same deck because you don't have any extra cards or just like dump money into it, I would just not do either.
Yeah, pretty much. Like there's a card that's always like, well, that card's crazy. How do I beat it?
Yeah, that's kind of a good point Tristan brought up where he doesn't know why he lost. And I think that's kind of what happens with how much it's kind of automated and how it decides your attack steps and things like that. It really feels disconnected from you as the player, at least to me, when I was playing the game at PAX. And it just decides what you're going to attack at the beginning of the round.
Honestly, what the game should have done is the first couple of tutorial rounds, it should have just put you on one board to get you familiar with like how one board works.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and teach you the various card effects, things like that.
Card effects, how board movement works, things like that. Obviously it's dangerous going down that route, right? Because you don't want to,
why, you don't want to teach players to buy arcane boots on Sniper?
We won't go into that. But you don't want to teach your players like one thing and then obviously the tutorial's short, but you don't want them to misrepresent like strategies at the start of the game and things like that and get them confused when you add 3 boards. But still, I don't know.
But now you're stuck in this situation where you have 3 boards and you just don't know how anything works.
Exactly. So, right. That's why I think if I had to choose between the two, I'd rather just go with show them how one board works and then have another tutorial that moves to more boards. But I don't know.
We don't work there.
We don't work there.
Yeah, we're not game designers.
You know who else? That goes right into our next story, by the way. You know who else don't work there? Activision Blizzard CFO.
CFOs,
Activision's, right, and Blizzard's CFO, both leaving the company, one going to Netflix, one going to Square. Are there indications that there's tough times going on at Activision Blizzard? I mean, obviously, alright, you got Diablo Immortal, right? We're not going to meme on that too much, alright? Very bad reception. But, on the other hand, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, best-selling video game of the year. Is it Blizzard struggling?
I heard COD Blops 4 had some weird monetization tactic that they were pulling in with their point system or whatnot, and people were getting really, really angry. Actually, Let's go back. What does a CFO even do?
The Chief Financial Officer? I'm glad you asked.
Let me pull up my book on what does a Chief Financial Officer do.
Maybe his play wasn't going to mobile. Angered the Chinese overlord.
I don't know. I actually don't know what a CFO does.
Why did you ask this question?
No, I was trying to figure out what a CFO does and why they would leave. Are they leaving because they're scared that they're not making enough money and they're going to get fired anyways? Are they? That's
usually what happens, right? When a company's in tough. I mean, not always, right? Obviously, going to Netflix is I consider an upgrade. Going from Activision to Netflix, right? And
all right. The CFO has the primary responsibility for managing the company's finances, including the financial planning, the management of financial risks, record keeping, and financial reporting. And in some sectors, the CFO is also responsible for analysis of data.
So essentially, they think where they're putting their money, or I mean, obviously they weren't fired, right? They just left the company and they're going somewhere else.
No, I thought the Netflix guy got fired.
No, yeah, the Netflix guy got fired.
Yeah,
but so Activision thought that they weren't going in the right direction, I guess, or they weren't spending their money in the right places. I don't know.
Maybe not making enough money.
Maybe not making enough money. That could be it too. I mean, you can be.
I think there's 2 possible outcomes. Either they're gonna start doing all these like money grabby things everywhere. There's gotta be loot boxes literally everywhere. Like you're trying to turn on the game and you have to buy a loot box to determine if the game loads or not. Or they get rid of all the loot boxes and there's no microtransactions whatsoever.
Just wait for Square. You're gonna have to play a 10-hour game of Mahjong
to
determine if you
to make a transaction.
To make it before you can even open the game.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know how there's a queue, right? If it's full, now you have to play a battle royale Mahjong tournament and the winner gets to log in. Doing as well as it did in the past?
Oh god.
Oh, definitely not. I think they were probably operating at a near loss with how much they poured into OWL. And then basically their other ventures is kind of faltering, like StarCraft has been fairly irrelevant in the recent years.
Which is interesting, because StarCraft is like the only RTS out there.
Mm-hmm. And then we, of course, saw Heroes of the Storm basically end any kind of real development.
I've heard there's been a lot of negative reception toward Battle for Azeroth, too.
Yes, and the WoW expansion also having a lot of negative press towards, I think, lack of content is what I've heard.
Yep. We don't need to talk about
they don't have Mahjong. They don't have Mahjong and Battle.
They don't have Mahjong.
No, that's the way to get the Chinese market, right? Mahjong's a Chinese game.
Diablo Immortals is, I think, just a harbinger of what's coming for Blizzard. I think that's going to be their strategy to basically make money again, is to just go into mobile, appeal to China, and that's the end of the story. They're just going to screw the West, basically.
So an interesting thing that I saw in the article that we read was that they offer essentially like a severance, like a voluntary severance, right? Is it something Crossroads? So in relation to like sort of Blizzard not doing well, they have a program called Career Crossroads. It's such a euphemism. But it's essentially you can take a voluntary severance, right? You leave the company, we'll pay you money because we're trying to cut down on staff. And one of the biggest places they're doing this is actually their customer service departments, which sort of for me is a bummer because I've never directly dealt with Blizzard support. But
you never have to because their products are perfect.
No, well, I'm not saying not saying no to that's not true, but I see a lot of pictures online of their support staff dealing with tickets, and they're always so joyful and fun and interacting with the customer in great ways that I feel that anytime you do a move like this, especially toward customer support, that it's just going to bite you in the long run, that your quality of customer support is going to drop, and that it's going to cause Blizzard even more problems. I mean, we heard, right, for years, the number one thing that everyone said sucked about Steam was, oh my god, their customer support is horrible.
Yep.
And then Steam beefed up.
And then Gaben stepped in. He personally started.
Yeah, he personally started it. He's picking up the phones, you know.
Yeah. Gaben here.
Are you having a problem? Email me at gaben at valvesoftware.com.
Oh, you want to refund your game? Let me look through the transactions.
Give your credit card number and your social security number. Anyways, no, but I think that Blizzard dropping customer support is one of their strong points, and that although they're trying to cut costs, I think if too many people apparently in the article it said that they've been increasing the severance every month. They've essentially been going back to the customer service centers and being like, hey, we're offering more money this month if you want to voluntarily leave. But that this is going to hurt in the long run, I think. Yeah.
But I know a certain customer support department that could probably use some beefing up with some experienced staff. They probably don't leak customer details either.
Oh, no.
That's probably another plus.
I forgot who this was. Who was this, Alex?
It might have been another philanthropist, Todd Howard.
Oh, God.
He'd have you email him your personal details, and he'd just send them out to everybody.
I mean, they both make games now, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's just the end game for all Western devs, I guess. Just make a bad game.
Tristan broke out the S word for that one.
I had to. I was scarred. Deeply, deeply hurt.
It left visible scars. Anyways, I don't know. I hope to see Blizzard return to form. Do you think they're gonna split? I don't know. Is that possible?
They're gonna re-split Activision?
Can they re-split? Can they do that? Is that a thing? I think it's gonna happen.
I think Blizzard would just die.
Like if Blizzard is sandbagging, right? And Activision's carrying with like Call of Duty, can Activision be like, hey, we don't want to be like partnered together anymore?
I mean, technically they could sell the shares away, right?
I don't know.
But somebody would have to pick them up.
We need an actual business person to know.
Welcome to Viewport Relay, a business podcast.
Yeah, where we try to guess how business works.
Yeah. It's spelled BIZNUS. Business. Alright, we're moving on. Unless any last driplets of commentary?
I can't wait until 2 years from now when we listen to this episode again and, like, Blizzard's dead.
What if Blizzard announces Fortnite 2?
Heroes of the Fortnite.
Heroes. Craft. Fortcraft. There we go. I got it. Fortcraft.
Featuring Will Smith.
World of Warcraft. Battle for
hot.
battle for the floss.
God. Now we're definitely moving on.
Yep. We're done here.
We got a quick one. We got Persona R. Everyone was going, it was like right around Christmas, and everyone's posting, Atlas has got these URLs and domains, and they've registered for these trademarks, and and then Persona 5, Favre, you know, he's making this one. Anyways, no.
Yep, he's back for another season.
Yeah, back of Persona. No, but we got an announcement, or an announcement of an announcement? Is that?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
It's definitely an announcement of an announcement.
Remember 2017?
Right, so March, we're getting Persona 5R. Guys, what is this? I don't know. You guys follow the older games. I heard there's been things like this for the, like, 4, right?
Yeah, and 3.
What is like these lettered sequels?
They basically just add extra, like, I don't even know what to call it. I guess at this point it'd be DLC content. Like, you get some extra months of, some scenarios.
A little summer vacation here and there.
Maybe another waifu to romance. That's really the gist of it.
So it's not like, there's been no DLC for Persona 5, so it's just essentially like a digital deluxe edition, right? Game of the year.
There's been DLC for 5.
Oh, has there? Okay, so it'll include that, I assume. And then maybe...
Most likely.
Does it include content over that, or is it just literally a Game of the Year edition?
No, it adds more content.
It's like a Persona 5 Plus.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit more.
Here's the real question. Is this game coming to Switch?
I hope so.
I would think so. If they're going to add them to Smash, they might as well put Persona 5 on the Switch.
Especially with SMT coming out, right, for Switch.
My favorite game that I never know how to play.
Y'all forgot about that one. It's like Pokemon. That's all you guys have told me.
The Dark Souls of Persona games.
Oh, God.
Maybe they're just going to add Inkling from Splatoon into Persona 5. A little cross collab.
Would you guys... Alex, did you beat Persona 5? I forget.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I could... The question still stands, I guess, but... Tristan, would you play this game again if it came out on Switch? And Alex, would you play it? I don't know if you would... It's a long endeavor.
I would definitely play it.
I would definitely not probably play the game again. I'd watch the new content, but I don't know if I can invest the time to play a Persona game again.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if you... It's a good game, but it's 100 hours is quite the investment.
And when it's like 90% the same game I played before, yeah, I'll pass on that.
If it came out for Switch, I would play that game all the time.
Oh yeah, it's a superb game. If anyone hasn't played it and they like JRPGs at all, definitely give this one a try.
Alrighty, we're moving on. We got an update, guys. We might have outed him. It might have been us. Alright?
Yeah.
I think
the new up and coming entrepreneur.
Yeah, I think the Nintendo lawyers listen to our podcast.
Yep.
And they didn't know that Soulja Boy was selling a ROM hack console thing. And
look, I just like Soulja Boy to know we ain't no snitch.
Yeah, alright. Soulja Boy, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
We didn't mean for this to happen. But yeah, Soulja Boy, he stopped selling his console. That's all I have, guys. That's all I have for this one. But, Soulja Boy, if you would like to hire us anytime to tell you if your game console is legal or not, we can provide you with very non-official legal help on any consoles you wish to make and tell you if that's legal or not.
We'll do it for basically free.
We'll
like
do it for basically
$10.
free. Yeah, and if you give us one, I don't know, we'll take one, right?
And here, we may even give you a freebie. Don't buy the Chinese console. That's already a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's on us. That tip's on us.
Yep. If you want more of these tips,
Pay $19.99 for the DLC.
We have a $700 package.
Oh no.
I forget what he had a $700 console. I remember that.
He had a lot of things.
yeah, he did. He created a lot of things very quickly.
Inventor. Elon Musk too.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Elon's husk.
All right. We're moving into. I'm just going, man. So moving into our next story, we had the fall of one console. Very, very short-lived, but the fall of a console. We're gonna have the rise of a console now. We've had Slightly Mad Studios, popular developer known for making the Project Cars games. They've announced it looks like a PC, but it's called the Mad Box, and it's not going to come out, according to them, for at least another 3 years. But what the heck is this, guys? It's like a really strong PC, but they're calling it a console.
Hey, remember this little thing called the Steam box?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Steam machines. Yeah.
The future of PC gaming. TM.
I think it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be the future of PC gaming. The first one looks like a Destiny 2 ghost, or Destiny ghost. And the second one, oddly, looks very close to something Soulja Boy would sell.
I was thinking the initial designs looked like the old Gateway boxes with the cow design. The black and the white.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the second design, or I guess they're calling it number 4, looks a lot like a VCR DVD combo. So, it might be able to run VHS tapes. I'm not sure.
Guys, is there a demand for this?
I don't know if there's a demand for a LCD screen on your console that displays one new male. Like, what? Is that where they're spending all their R&D costs on?
It's for the businessman who wants to game, all right? He's got that corporate email coming in. He's got to know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've made some lofty claims. Like, they're saying that it's going to be the most powerful console ever built.
Oh, no. Get out. Phil, who let Phil in here? Who let Phil in here?
Phil Spencer, you're on watch. And then it's going to have features like 120 frames per second for virtual reality games.
Yeah. They're going to say Mad Box? No, this is the Xbox box. The world's most powerful console.
Mm-hmm. And then they made other claims like they aren't going to do any kind of exclusivity deals. So, you can release your games on whatever platforms you feel like, and they're going to provide the game engine and everything if you want to develop for them. So, yeah, they're making a lot of claims, but we'll see in the coming years if they can back up this concept to actually make a physical console that will sell and not just be another Ouya.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So here's the dealio here. You expect this, right? Earlier I asked, what does Epic spend their money on, right? They could do this. They have the money to fund a project like this.
If Madbox, who I don't know how many people played Project Cars, can make this, Epic can make it.
Exactly. But why? Why are they making this? I don't understand, guys.
I'm telling you, they saw what Soulja Boy was doing, and they're like, this sounds like a great idea. Let's just make it legal.
Hey, guys, we have one lawyer. He said it's legal to do this.
As long as you don't take Chinese consoles and just rebrand them.
And ROMs.
Then it's legal.
So, they made a computer.
They made a sleek computer that tells you how many mails you have. I am so scared of connecting my Gmail to this because it's always going to say like 10,000 unread emails. How do you play games on this? If it's a PC, where do you plug in your mouse?
Maybe it's wireless only.
I mean, the thing that matters the most is the fact that it has RGB lighting control. I love how that's like one whole selling point of this thing.
And it can also mount to walls.
Yeah.
But look, if you look at the third picture of number 4, you can play Chop Suey on it.
There we go.
Look at that. Yeah, I don't get the second design where it's like a box. Like, I don't know how big that is. Like, how big is that? I don't know, guys.
Gives me Ouya vibes, which is not good.
I feel like it's incredibly hard to get into a console market these days.
Can we talk about the box? It's the box version, and if you look at the second picture, there's the on mode, and then there's the performance mode. How does pulling out a box make the console run better?
The ventilation is unprecedented. Yeah. It runs off of air, Tristan, okay?
Okay.
If you could increase the airflow, the gigaflops and the teraflops multiply, alright?
Can you imagine using that? You're like, oh, I gotta run Crisis 3 on my machine. Let me just go put it into performance mode. You pick it up and you just like accordion the stupid thing.
Tristan, I think you missed the biggest part of the box one, Tristan. They took the most important feature ever designed in a console, which is the GameCube handle, and they integrated it into transport mode.
Fully movable.
Fully modular, full performance mode. It's built for war, alright? Take this thing on the go.
I bet you could just drop this thing from 100 feet and it would be okay.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, where are we dropping? And then, put it all down and play Fortnite together.
Launch title exclusive.
I bet Ninja plays Fortnite in performance mode. Matches his hair color, too.
Yeah.
But really, where do you plug in the mouse into this thing?
There's probably I/O on the back. You can't see the back of any of these things.
Yeah, they didn't model the back. That costs extra.
Yeah, Tristan, come on. And they probably also don't know what the I/O is going to look like, right? If it's 3 years out, you don't know what I/O is going to look like in 3 years, right? So,
but they got the performance mode.
But that's
ironed out.
Let's lock down. Let's lock down. All right, we're gonna wrap up the news now. That's the news. We made enough. That was our joke article, right? I think.
No, this is real.
This is not a joke.
Yeah, all the news is real.
We're gonna go to a game. A quick game. It's an homage sequel, right? To, a game we did 6 months ago. So in honor of AGDQ 2019, guys, I will be naming games that are being run at the event and the category as well. And I want you to give me the closest world record time for that particular game and category.
This game again. Okay.
And I don't want to deal with like...
Wow, repeat?
No, it's a sequel.
Oh.
It's a sequel. See?
Part 2.
Yeah, it'll be Need for Speedo Part 2. Need for Speedo Part 2.
What do we call? What did we call it last time?
I don't remember. I don't think we had a name for it. But now we're product sponsored by Speedo. All right. I think I have 13 here. I have 11. Okay, perfect. I have 11, so, there won't be a tie. And the winner has to go play a game of Mahjong after this in Final Fantasy XIV. So.
Oh, God. Do I get a mini at least at the end of Mahjong?
No, you don't.
No, you don't get a minion?
Yeah, minion.
Nah. You think I'm doing this for the minion?
He's doing it because he loves Mahjong. Out of the love of Mahjong. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
So the first one, we've got Portal, Inbounds, and not including, load times. What's the world record?
Inbounds.
30 minutes.
I'm going with, 23 minutes.
All right, Alex Nestor, congratulations. 10 minutes, 39 seconds.
Oh.
Wow.
Man, I was thinking Out of Bounds was 19 minutes still.
That's what you call a speed run.
I'm way off. That is a speed run.
Let me... Next one, we've got Bomberman 64 any percent.
Oh, man.
I have never even played that game.
Oh, what? I tried to choose a game that maybe... Alex, have you played this game?
I played multiplayer of it at a friend's house. I've never played... I didn't even know it had a single-player mode.
All right. Let's go. It's any percent.
40 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, you're making me do math here. It's 23 minutes, 55 seconds. All right, Alex is closer. 17
By 1
minutes.
minute.
1 second. Yeah, or 1 minute, yeah.
Okay, all right. Alex gets the point. Next one, we've got Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Any percent? I went for a classic, all right.
19 minutes.
Tristan Jung.
30 minutes.
Oh, it is 30 minutes and 58 seconds. Woo! Ooh. All right. I don't know if either of you played this game. I just kind of chose it because it's Mimi. Sonic Forces, any percent?
Okay. 50 minutes.
What? I didn't, you cut out. What?
50 minutes.
Okay, Alex?
Wait, is Sonic Forces that GBA fighting game?
No, Sonic Forces is the one where you make your own OC.
Oh, the newest game.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I had to put a Sonic game in here, right? It's speedrunning. Gotta go fast.
50 minutes.
We both.
Wait, you also said 50? Okay.
You're both right?
Well, okay.
Alex?
I was busy in thought. I'll go with 40.
It's 53 minutes and 55 seconds. Should have taken the over.
All I
Yeah,
remember
man.
is that when that game first came out, a streamer beat the entire game before the 2-hour mark, so he just returned it afterwards. That's all I remember.
Did you at least create a bomb-ass character?
Yeah. A little fanfic furry, if you know what I mean.
Okay. We
FFF.
can't talk about that. We can't talk about that here, man. Tumblr's banned,
OC,
alright?
do
Tumblr's
not
gone.
steal.
Okay, next one. Mario Kart 64, 150cc, all cups with skips.
40 minutes.
I'd say only probably about 18 minutes.
Guys making me bring out the calculator again. It's 25 minutes, 36 seconds.
No, wouldn't it be Alex then?
Yeah. 7
Oh.
away.
Oh, okay,
Rather than
yeah,
15
yeah,
away.
Yeah, wait, okay. 3-2. This one's a little harder, because it's a different category, but we got the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. All main quests, not including load
God.
time. Not including load time.
Man, I've watched this, but I don't know what the time is at anymore.
When did you watch it?
Years ago. At least 2.
I gotta say, like, 2 hours.
20 minutes.
It is 19 minutes and
Oh,
47 seconds.
There's a lot of broken things you can do to move really fast in that game. And
Yeah.
just clip at one point.
Alright, this one's a
Surprising for a Bethesda game, right? Just being able to clip out of bounds.
Who would have done that? Next one. Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, all dungeons.
That's interesting. That's all dungeons. I didn't know you could actually skip dungeons in that game.
Yeah, you can skip 2, I think.
I'm going with 2 hours, 30 minutes.
I'm going with 90 minutes.
3 hours and 42 minutes. Tristan, going too fast. Here's one that I don't know if both of you have played. I think one of you have played it at least. Final Fantasy IX, any percent?
Oh, God. Wait, that's actually being ran?
Yep, that's being ran.
Jesus. It's like 9 hours and 40 minutes.
Tristan?
Oh, God.
He gave you a ballpark.
9 hours.
Alright, it's 8 hours and 44 minutes.
Okay.
Tristan. Alex, did you say 9 hours and 44 minutes?
40 minutes.
Oh, I was like, did you guess exactly 1 hour over?
No.
This was mean.
I
This
knew
next
it was
one.
long. It's such a slow running game. And it has no skippable cutscenes.
Yeah, they're running that one. I think Friday.
Oh, jeez.
This next one might be a little unfavorable toward Alex, but you know it's a speed run, so you never know. Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, any percent normal as Amazon. How fast do you think you can run through Diablo 2?
On normal mode?
On normie mode.
Probably
Tristan's
only
playing
about
the
25 minutes at most.
10 minutes?
Alright, it's an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Takes a little longer.
Is Amazon that bad in normal Lord of Destruction? I can't remember.
Alright. Well, you can watch the speedrun, find out. Pokemon Gold, any percent glitchless. So last time we did this, we did Pokemon Yellow. So now we're going Pokemon Gold / Silver, whatever.
And it's glitchless.
Yep.
Does that mean they get all 16 badges? I assume.
I need to look up the run categories. I'm gonna look it up right now while you give an answer.
Well,
All right.
wouldn't the answer depend on that?
It would. But you've already given it, so you've locked it in.
Ugh.
Well, no, there's only any percent glitchless and any percent, so I don't know if either
Okay,
of them...
so it's all 16 then.
There's any percent no save corruption is a miscellaneous category.
Good. I'll go with 2 hours.
That's what Tristan said, right?
That is what I said.
Oh my god.
What a good guess. You guys win again. You guys are so good.
I can only remember. Oh.
Under or over at this point?
Over.
Alright. It's 3 hours and 13 minutes. Alex, cleaning the floor. Tristan, this might be your only chance because I don't think Alex has played this game. Super Mario Odyssey, Darker Side, which is the 509 moons, I think.
Does that mean you play the game twice or whatever?
It means you beat the game. So there's 900 moons in the game. So there's a secret world that you unlock at like 300, right? And then at 500 you unlock the second like boss rush mode.
Isn't it like 11 hours?
All right, you're very high. So I'm gonna tell you that right
What
now. You're
5 hours.
Tristan.
Yes.
I was giving you a second shot because your guess was so bad.
Okay, I see. I just gave up at that point. I was just like, okay, well, that's that, I guess. 3 hours.
3 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay. Whew.
All right, and that's the last run of the event. All right, so at a final score of
they're not doing a Square Enix RPG at the end.
Sorry, it's the second to last one. Super Metroid's the last game.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. The last day there's no Final Fantasy at all.
Wow.
Because the Friday before they're running Final Fantasy IX for like 9 hours.
That baffles me why they would accept that game, because they've never accepted Final Fantasy Tactics. And that game is way shorter. It's like half the...
They're running Dark Souls 3 on the Dark Souls 3 on the last day. And Super Gracie World, didn't you play that game, Tristan?
Super what world?
Gracie World? Oh, maybe that's an actual game. I was thinking of that Mario Bros. Clone. That's like incredibly
sounds a little
hard.
sexual.
That's Kaizo Mario.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Alex takes it with a score of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 7 to 5. No, 7 to 4. What am I doing? Yeah, 7 to 4. So Tristan Jung has to play
What?
Mahjong after this because he's the loser.
More Mahjong.
I'm gonna wait for Alex to get to the dungeon.
You know what, Tristan?
And then we're gonna play the dungeon together.
You should go to speedrun.com. You should add a new category called the Mahjong Speedrun any percent. And then it's just how fast can you leave the game immediately after starting it up.
Mm-hmm. Any percent. You don't have to get the good ending.
Yeah, you have to get the good ending.
Here's the thing. So, in the middle of playing Mahjong, the game actually prompted me a little bit through. It actually said 80 Earth time minutes have passed since your first match. The next match will be your last. And then it just like forcibly ended the match.
What does that mean?
Like,
why do they have to kick you out?
After 80 minutes, they're like, "Okay, buddy, you've been playing way too long. You gotta take a break." And then they just end the match for you.
Oh no.
Dude,
They're trying to avoid like old Asian people like going onto the game and dying because they play too much Mahjong.
Is Mahjong known to last a super long time for each round?
I don't know. When I played at work, we usually play like 2 or 3 rounds and we just call it a day.
But how long does that take?
Like 30, 40 minutes.
Each or total?
Total.
Okay. That wraps it up for episode 19 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Alex, why Mahjong? No, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is a part of Viewport Gaming, a website where you can find reviews, previews, features, and as well as this podcast. You can visit it at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Alex. And as always, I've been your host, Albert Corsten, and whatever name I said at the beginning of the thing. But I've been joined by Tristan Jung.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nexter. Alex Nestor.
See you next week. Or two. Whatever week it is.
See you again.
Next time, Gadget.